Sean, you're going to take us over the top at CISA. We got a couple of great operating components here, and then, of course, our federal partners. Sean, 2 years in the making with the Zero Trust initiative that came out from OMB. You all have been on a tear. It seems like we've gotten sort of the definitions down, some of the culture down. We're really focusing on some of these pillars. It looks like we've got somewhat of a handle on identity, and I know we're sort of on to these other pillars, et cetera. Give us a perspective across the top of how you feel like we're doing at Mass.
Hey, great to see you again. So yeah, as you're positioning, this all started with the Cyber Executive Order and then OMB's Zero Trust Memo 2209. And for the last 2 years, myself, John Sims, Grant Dasher from CISA, working with OMB, we always say OMB and the ONCD are the team captains on Zero Trust, and of course with colleagues from GSA and others. We've been helping agencies as they start to manifest that Zero Trust vision across their agencies. So the great thing is with Zero Trust, it's a little bit of a choose your own adventure. And so we work with all the different agencies, and they all have a slightly different stories of how they're looking at this. But still, there are some common themes between them. You mentioned the pillars, so let's start at the top. So at the same time that OMB released their memo, we released the Zero Trust maturity model. They have the 5 pillars: identity, device, data, application, network. And when we talk to agencies, some agencies are more doing a comprehensive or like a holistic, if you will, revamp of some of their Zero Trust architectures. If you talk to Steve Hernandez from Department of Education, you hear how they've stood up a Zero Trust office. They've also been able to roll out new SASE type solution, and they're leaning in on some identity management solutions. And they've been able to do that because they're able to take advantage of the TMF, the Tech Modernization Fund, which I'm a board member of. And then other agencies are going more looking at as almost pillar by pillar. Some are focusing, you mentioned the identity pillar. A lot of agencies have been able to use the memo to not only build out their identity strategy across agencies, but it's interesting also with Zero Trust is some agencies are using to collapse their tech stack. So maybe they had like a handful of identity providers before, and they're using Memo to consolidate and get that enterprise level vision across the agency for identity. So again, there's a number of ways you're seeing agencies use the Memo and use our maturity model, use the wealth of material out there to help their Zero Trust strategy.